Well, we've had worse North London derbies over the years, haven't we? Arsenal 4, Tottenham 1. Happy Sunday. The chicken was marinated, washed, cooked, and dealt with in the right fashion, people. Treated them as the scrubs that they are, people. What a result. What a weekend for Arsenal Football Club. Liverpool losing, Man City losing, and Arsenal brushing Tottenham aside 4-1. So many things to talk about, but there's only one place to start, and a lot of the discussion is going to be around Eze. What a performance. I actually tweeted he's world class. What I meant was, the performance was world class. I've said on this stream a few times this week that Eze can be Arsenal's best player in terms of attacking talent. He's capable. You've seen what he's capable of doing, and he showed it today. We've spoken all week. Eze's got to turn up. This could be a game where he endears himself to all the fans, even though we already know how good a player he is. This was an absolute masterclass of a performance from Eberechi Eze. A hat-trick. All three of the goals are class in their own right. The first one drills it through bodies. The second one, left foot finesse, bottom corner. And the third one, right foot finesse, bottom corner. Sent Udogie to the shops. What a hat-trick. What a performance. You see what happens, people, when you actually shoot from outside the penalty area. You get goals. You create chances. What a performance by Arsenal today. Well done to Mikel Arteta. Well done to Mikel Arteta. You picked the right team and you allowed Eze to play with freedom. Today he played like a proper attacking midfielder between the lines. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't, you're hugging the left touchline and things like that. He played like a proper number 10 and you gave him that space and the freedom. And it was a masterclass. It was an absolute masterclass. I love that performance. The tifo before the game, so much better than that rubbish bedsheet that we had against PSG. That Sports Direct bedsheet that we played in. But what a performance from Eze. I can't think of like an individual performance like that for a long, long time. There's so many pictures that you can look at. The one where he sends Udogie to the shops, we'll save that for the stream tomorrow. You listen to his interview, he was thanking, God, and I said this during the stream, and I don't want to get too philosophical, but anybody watching that game today, take inspiration from that, people, because he was released by Arsenal at 13 years of age and rejected by 5 clubs. He put out a tweet talking about one day they'll see this, and I'll make it happen and things like that. 10 years later, he's scoring a hat-trick for Arsenal in a North London derby. If that tells you that rejection should not stop you, you've got to keep going, adapt, improve, work harder, work smarter. Today was a magical moment to be an Arsenal fan. It's more than beating Tottenham. We've seen Arsenal beat Tottenham. We've seen it multiple times. It's always great. Today, for me, I don't know about anybody else, and let me know in the comments, am I overreacting? Today felt like a special game of football. Eze hat-trick. It was written. Rejected. Well, yeah, he did reject Tottenham because he chose to join us at the last minute. And he scores a hat-trick. And what a hat-trick. He nearly got a fourth. Vicario tipped it wide. He was going top corner. He nearly got a fourth goal. What a performance. Man of the match by far. Eze, I love that performance. That performance makes me want to get a shirt with his name on the back. Not the one that I'm going to give away to the community next Friday. 100k stream. Couple of special mentions. Piero Hincapié. Full debut in the Premier League in terms of start. He was superb today. You would have thought Gabriel was playing. That's the biggest compliment I can give him. Ecuador captain. Invincible at Bayer Leverkusen. Like a duck in the water, people. Looked like he'd been there for years. I said all week, play Hincapié. I know Mosquera's settled, but Hincapié's the one that has been signed for this reason. He's class. He's aggressive. He's quality. Our whole back four was superb today. Superb. Saliba showed leadership qualities. Had a good battle with Richarlison. Calafiori was solid again, considering he hasn't trained all week. Timber's just outstanding. He gave the ball away a couple of times, but that right-hand side with him and Saka is just superb. David Raya get lobbed. People were criticising him. I think we have to understand Arteta's asking him to be out of his area, be a sweeper keeper. Got lobbed by Saar in pre-season, got lobbed by Mateta last season. Yeah, listen, it's not his fault. He's being encouraged to do that. Zubimendi played quite well, but on the goal, he got caught. You've got to play quicker than that. He had too many touches, wasn't aware of what was around him. Richarlison picks his pocket and he lobs David Raya. We get away with that today. I was a bit annoyed to concede that goal, people, I'll be honest. I felt like that was a clean sheet and we conceded. I was disappointed. Declan Rice today, people, honestly. Eze deserves the plaudits. He was 10 out of 10. He will get 10 out of 10 in my player ratings tomorrow. Declan Rice was superb today. What a player. Does that guy ever stop running? Honestly, he is so important to this team. He is the engine of this team. He keeps this team going. He was superb again today. I can't describe how important Declan Rice is in this team. I would have taken him off, to be honest. I would have liked to have seen him get a little bit more of a break, but what a performance from him. Eze, outstanding. Saka put in a good shift today. He was lively, didn't get the goal, but he did something today that I really liked, Saka. That chance where he set up Eze for the fourth, where Eze nearly scored again. That was the kind of situation over the past few weeks where Saka's been shooting when it's not been on. And he gave it to Eze and I thought, there you go, put the team first. I know you're probably desperate to score, but do the right thing. Make the right decision at the right time. Saka put in a really good shift today and he was captain. He showed some leadership. Trossard, I'll be honest with you, you're probably having your best spell at Arsenal, in my opinion. Now, he got Player of the Month a couple of seasons ago when Jesus came back in the team for him. But I feel like with Trossard now, he's showing that I can start every week. And it reminds me, and I heard them talking about this on Sky, so I'll give them credit for this. Could Trossard be Arsenal's Freddie Ljungberg? Now, I'm not comparing him to Ljungberg as in the level that Ljungberg reached at Arsenal. What I mean is, I think when you watched Arsenal back in the day, you always felt Henry, Bergkamp, Pires were all technically superior to Ljungberg. But Ljungberg was clutch, big moments, big goals, big assists. Trossard kind of reminds me of that at the moment. He's showing consistency. I'm not calling him Stella or Trossard. He's not playing like he's drunk. Big goals in big moments. And I've said, and I still say, that Arsenal need a left winger. But is Trossard proving that maybe you can be successful with Trossard playing on the left? We're seeing consistency. We're seeing numbers. And big up to him. Mikel Merino, I want to give some credit to as well, people, because although he, spends half the game rolling around on the floor looking for a free kick, what a ball to Trossard. Cesc Fabregas-esque. What a ball. And his link-up play improved as the game went on. I got to be honest. And we've got to remember he's a centre midfielder playing up front. Imagine putting Bentancur up front. Imagine putting Casemiro up front or Alexis McAllister or Rodri up front. How are they going to look in a Premier League game? He looks good considering he's not a striker. We've got 3 strikers injured in Gyökeres, Havertz and Jesus. So I do have to give Merino some credit for his performance. And what a result. What a result. What a performance. Trossard, 1 goal, 1 assist. Declan Rice, assist. Eze, hat-trick. And Jurrien Timber, assist. If Carlsberg made weekends, this would be the footballing weekend. Liverpool battered 3-0 by Forest. Man City beaten 2-1 by Newcastle. And Arsenal smashed Tottenham 4-1. Top Spur? What's that? You ever heard of them? No? It's only Tottenham, lads. It's only Tottenham. Massive win. Well done, Arteta. Well done, the team. Let's go and win the title. I'm sick of Arsenal having seasons where you go, oh, remember that Real Madrid game? Remember that Bournemouth game, Reece Nelson? I don't want to talk about individual moments. I want to talk about Arsenal having a parade, lifting the Premier League title, maybe lifting a Champions League, or maybe lifting a Premier League and a Carabao Cup, or who knows what this team is capable of winning. Go and win the title. We're equipped to win it this season. It's about getting over the finish line. You've still got Gyökeres, Havertz, Jesus, Odegaard, all of these guys coming back from injury. Thought Madueke looked lively when he came on as well, which was good. The only thing I would say, I think the substitutions could have come a little bit earlier. Miles Lewis-Skelly, 92nd minute. Nkapie came off in the 88th for Mosquera. Nwaneri came on in the 88th for Mourinho. And Madueke in the 78th. But yeah, listen, huge result. Let's hope we build on this for the rest of the week. Bayern Munich on Wednesday. Chelsea on Sunday. If we can win these next two games, I might start getting a little bit, carried away thinking we're going to win major trophies. But we're all starting to believe something could happen. Big up to everyone. Hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you for the Bayern Munich game on Wednesday, people. Bless. Come on.